Welcome back, everybody, to the Plan B Esports SMO 90% League. I am G-Man again, and I'm joined by Potato Bear, who is muted right now.
Hello.
Never mind. And we are going to be commentating a race of Anto versus EEEK. Pretty close PBs, just like the last race, 58-58 versus 59-50. Only a 52-second difference, so it should be pretty close. Just a few minutes ago, the last race, it was literally a 1-second difference between Psionic and Door.
1 frame away from the closest finish in the entire league.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something to point out. The closest being Unimu versus Speed, the first race of the qualifiers with a 1.24 second difference. So both runners are about to get ready right now in the DSTA screen. And also, just like the last race, you can put your predictions in. You can bet your channel points to see who's going to win. I'm personally betting on EEEK, just because I bet on the underdog for the last race, and it almost ended up paying out. So I'm hoping for this race it'll be better. Restreamer having some technical difficulties with the timers. We should be getting ready any minute though. Yeah, EEEK is I don't want to say like unknown, but he's definitely one of the more like you have to dig deep to sort of find him. He's not as popular as people like Anto and others, but he's definitely a very top runner that nobody should forget.
As a sub-hour.
And we have the restreamer counting down, said go, so everybody should be starting right now. It's not 2029. What is this bogus?
Well, there seems to be a little bit of a difference. It's about 10 seconds.
Alright, restreamer paused each stream, so the streams could be synced up. A little bit of a pausing issue, but
Yeah.
timer started prematurely. It's fine. Alright, nothing happened. We're fine.
Alright, yeah.
And both runners starting in cap. Nothing too difficult in this kingdom. EEEK having well, it looks like an early lead, but I think it's just the streams that are being really synced right now.
About 1 second, and Anto having an early block here.
Alright, pretty good progress from both so far. Actually, Eek messed up one of the jumps.
Closing in.
Aiden, Nick won by a second. A full second. It was a really good race. I actually recommend everybody to watch that race again if you want some entertaining content.
Pretty
So
good caps from.
Eek's gonna be having the early lead right now as cap.
Partially because of the 1 second difference in times. But
221 for Eek and 222 for Anto. So yeah, about a second. Also, guys, be sure if you want to see some live stats about the runners and the strats and the exits, then be sure to click on that link from !stat. You can see all that. It looks like the head-to-head tab isn't updated at Stats Keepers.
so both runners have collected the first moon. 123 to go.
Yep. I don't think we're going to see any DSSs. I don't think these runners are too confident in it. And actually, I don't even think Eek goes for it at all.
Yep, both runners not going for DFS. Very surprising, I know.
Yep, both runners about to attempt dino skip right now. So let's see how it goes. We've had some trouble with dino skip actually earlier today.
But both runners just get it. First try, no hiccups.
Pretty good man boot fight for both runners so far.
Anto going out of the way to collect extra coins.
It's pretty hard to mess up man boot at this level. Or these runners have probably done Madame Brood like thousands of times. And that's not an exaggeration. But yeah, Eek's still holding a minor lead. Obviously, it's only the first 5 minutes of the run, but still something to take note.
And now the streams are synced up, so 1 second difference like there was before.
Eek gonna be going for the Cliff Moon, and Answer gonna be doing the Chest Moon, trying to get Chest Clip.
And gets
Got
chest
it.
clip.
So that's gonna be saving him a tiny bit of time. And now the
Eek,
runners are
Eek's
basically
still
synced.
marginally ahead by less than 1/10 of a second, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like they're basically synced, honestly. So both runners are going to be exiting Cascade at 5:35. Solid exit. And they are going to be doing DCA, obviously, and as long as they don't make any big mistakes before the seed, they should make it. Yeah, Anto got chest clip. I don't know what offsets they used, but I think 5:35 should be more than enough for any
Anto
offset.
used -17 and Eek used -13, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay, then yeah, they're fine.
Maybe it's the other way around.
Both runners getting the overlooking the town moon very fast. Having enough room for the bird cycle.
EEK just over a second ahead at this point.
Both runners
Both
having
runners
plenty of time to get the seed. Oh, Anto having some trouble trying to get into the...
Yeah.
Alright, first try doomed for EEK, and same for Anto. So they're going to be going to this archway here. I was like seeing the different variations of how people get up this archway. So EEK just did a backflip into an up throw roll cancel, and it's literally same exact thing for Anto. So not much of a difference so far.
I used to use a side flip, but then I realized it's worse.
Yeah, the side flip is pretty hard on the icicle because you could like flip off. Oh, yeah, EEK messing up that spin pound on the crate. Means he's not going to get single bill by the looks of it. I don't think he shouldn't even go for it at this point because Bullet Bill's going to crash way before. So yeah, smart move getting the other Bullet Bill. But that's going to put Anto in the small lead actually. About a second lead now for Anto.
And the stream is having some frame drops. We're sorry for the inconvenience.
Oh, Anto having a little bit of trouble getting up the Jaxie rings, but so that's going to be EEK in the lead now again.
Both runners going for reverse Jaxie.
Yeah, it's pretty common at this level for the runners to go for reverse Jaxie. It saves about a second, and it's not too hard.
Both runners getting the Bullet Bill nip as well.
Alright, no damage on the cactus, as we've seen, I think, a couple of times before.
Okay, EEK's timer is gone.
Oh no, EEK actually missing a ground pound on a Doom. Also having some trouble with notes on each side. So that's actually gonna put Anto in the lead again. Pretty back and forth sand for both runners. But yeah, EEK just couldn't get those notes, so Anto's gonna have about a 5-second lead. Actually, it might be less. Yeah, obviously it's close, but I mean, it's CCS, so you're not gonna really see too much deviation or difference. Once you get into the later kingdoms like MSSL, that's where you're really gonna see a big difference in lead.
And about a 10:23 exit from Anto and a 10:26 exit from EEK.
So yeah, it is only about a 3-second difference. But we're getting to the beginning of Lake, where we're gonna see late clip from both runners. That could definitely change a lot. You know, just 1 or 2 tries can completely change up the lead for one runner or another. Dodging the Goombas very nicely. And so we're gonna see, hopefully, a clean late clip.
But
oh, wow.
Anto getting a first try.
Called it for Anto getting a, yeah.
Yes.
Really clean late clip from Anto. And EEK
Going to
not
take
falling too far behind. Yeah, that's gonna pretty much secure Anto's lead throughout the rest of Late Kingdom. Because the rest of Lake Kingdom isn't really anything special. You just got the story moon and that pillar moon with the fish, and then you just exit into the plaza area to get a moon. Nothing too hard. Yeah, EEK, it's important to know about EEK that he's really consistent. I believe his PB is only like 40 seconds off solid or something crazy. EEK definitely plays it safe, but he plays really well at the same time. Whereas Anto mainly goes for a lot of strats, but it doesn't really pull it off most of the time. But yeah, both runners are exiting Lake right now. Anto with the 13-12, and EEK not too far behind with a 13-18.
6 or 7 seconds.
Alright, so now both runners are in Wooded. Wooded, probably the hardest kingdom in the entire run. Or at least one of the hardest for these runners. Like I mentioned in the last race, anything can happen. Obviously, Psionic, falling into Deep Woods at the very end, right before the nut round the corner move, which definitely changed the lead for Nick and Dor. So we'll see. It's
That's
really not
happened.
over until it's over in this kingdom.
It's happened to me way too many times for me to like it.
Yeah, Wooded could be fun if the strats actually went well most of the time. But most of the time they don't. So it's not really my favorite. Alright, so we're going to see both runners going into the nut clip area right now. They're going to go for nut clip, hopefully get the out of bounds movement. It looks good from Anto. Yep, getting the clip. Very nice. And, ooh, I don't know about EEK. I don't know about that. Okay,
Still clip.
yeah. It didn't look like a very good warp, but it still worked. And both of them getting the out of bounds movement very nicely. So no major mistakes so far. That's always good to see.
Doing a climb slightly faster. There's a ground pound there instead of a spin.
So yeah, pretty good lead so far from these runners, but to be fair, we are only halfway into the kingdom. And we still have things like FRS and pipes. Which we're going to see from Anto. We're going to see FRS after he gets this dead end moon. But yeah, nothing really too substantial so far. He didn't land on the rail. Had to do a weird backup, but it worked. And yeah, not really too much time lost at all. Same thing for EEK. Good fence triple, and yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, timer's kind of gone. I don't know why. Yeah, Nick won the last race by only a mere second. This race looks pretty close too. In the middle of wooded, only about a 10-second difference or maybe less. Anto going for the talkative bounce instead of the buffer jump. Doesn't really lose a lot. Wow,
Much more
Eek is
consistent.
going for the buffer jump. And so now all that's left is pipes. So if both runners can get a good pipes, then these will be very good wooded for the two. Which is pretty surprising in a race. You don't really see that too often. All obviously wooded is usually a big run killer. With very small mistakes, you know, you could potentially lose seconds and minutes. But yeah, really good pipes from Anto. And same thing with Eek. So yeah, not much has changed in terms of lead. Anto's still keeping a comfortable lead. About 10 seconds, maybe more. Yeah, he definitely saved time over Eek, just over the strats and movement. Wait, is he
Is
is he
on
on tradition?
traditional Chinese?
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to that, honestly. I mean, it looks like
This needs some investigative work.
it looks like regular Chinese. It looks like simplified. So I don't know.
Let's see here.
You know what? It could be different. I don't know. It
It
might
doesn't
just be
look like it.
placebo.
We
It might just
had
be
we had
placebo, but
we had two cutscene skips there, and like a cutscene skip at the same time with the scene.
yeah, it might just be me being dumb. But also, yeah, apparently good cloud boost from Anto.
And so, missing the hint art. Goes for the hint art and missed the hint art.
All right, so both runners with a good cloud. You know, cloud doesn't really change much. The only thing that can really change cloud is a death at the beginning or like a missed fast hat. But both runners having good clouds. And now heading into Lost though. Lost could be a very scary kingdom,
And so,
especially
missing the
for
dive
these
ball,
runners.
getting the air bounce instead, and going for the cap return and getting that.
Yeah, also a little bit of time from Manto's side.
Premature cap throws and eek ledge grabs.
Yeah, sloppy beginnings from the two. Capture taken, necessary. Alright, so now we're gonna see Anto probably gonna go for reverse torpedo.
Like it.
Fancy roll cancel too. Oh no,
And
but
oh,
wait,
it revealed the
that
move.
worked. That worked. Hello.
It did lose a little bit of time, but
Yeah, because he didn't get up most optimally, but it was so far right. I thought that wasn't gonna work at all. Yep, now Eek gonna go for cage triple, very nice. has to get this moon. Oh man, unfortunately, EEK did a neutral bounce and bonked right next to the wall. That's gonna lose him a little bit. Still, good lost exit for Manto. A sub 22 is always very good for these runners. And EEK not too far behind with a 2209. Alright, so now both runners are in Night Metro. Night Metro could be a little bit scary, especially with City Hall, because of Goomba Hack, as well as Wiggler. If you get a bad pattern, that could lose seconds. I don't know if it's just me, but my stream is really laggy right now.
There have been some.
If I'm being honest, I can't see what's going on right now. Okay, wait.
Anto's in the tower.
Yeah. Alright, I think we're back. Alright, yeah, EEK not going for it. I think Anto did go for it. And he managed to get it. So that saved a little bit.
So I'm just getting the camera does not cooperate. So it develops.
Yeah, it could be scary, especially when you're starting out. The camera indeed doesn't cooperate. And hopefully we're going to see a 2-cycle from both of these runners. These runners have probably done Wiggler hundreds of times. They know how to react to every pattern. So I'll be surprised if we do see a 3-cycle, but I mean, you never know. Anything could happen in a race setting.
Recycle isn't the only thing that loses time. Anto looks like getting the best pattern here. No loops, but still messing up the shots.
Oh yeah, Anto having a pretty sloppy Wiggler, but it's still 2-cycle.
There's
So it's not like it matters too
EEEK
much.
is having a bunch of loops here, but still,
yeah.
overheating and barely getting the 2-cycle.
Yeah, not the best Wigglers for the 2, but they did get 2-cycle. So it didn't really change much. So now we have both runners heading to Day Metro. Still a very close race. Halfway in. Only about, like, what, 15 seconds apart, I guess.
Yeah, it looks like about 13, 14.
Alright, so now we're going to see Anto grab that first moon, got the gram, and we're going to see hopefully a drive-by scoop clip. No, unfortunately, bonking on the cage,
No
but
scoop
still
clip.
getting it. Oh no, EEK
missing the
a
drive-by.
little bit too far right, but managing to get a sword fast backup. Only lost a couple of seconds. Yeah, these runners should be going for bullet building. I'm gonna be surprised if they don't. Yeah. Going into slots. Slots could potentially pose some trouble if you don't get the spin throw of everything.
Boss
But
is on the boss is there.
actually, it's a weird way to do slots. How he did the counterclockwise spin throw there, sort of opposing the motion. But I mean, it worked for Anto.
It's less safe as you have to be more precise to get.
Oh no,
And Eek,
yeah,
Eek not missing the slots, but losing a lot
having
of
to
time on
wait a
them.
couple of cycles, yeah. Definitely
Taking a
lost
bunch
him
of
like at least
captures.
5 seconds.
Typical
Right?
speedrunner, just finish.
That was a sketchy bullet building from Anto. That bullet build lasted very long, but it still worked. Now we're gonna see bullet building from Eek. Hopefully you can make the cycle just as well. Going a bit more to the right than
Eek!
usual. Oh no!
Not
Man,
getting the
that is
insta
not gonna be
capture,
good for
just
Eek.
diving off the edge there.
Yeah, I'm honestly really confused about that. 'Cause, that was a really high up throw. I would have thought that was insta captured, but sadly not. Yeah, that's gonna be a really bad time loss for him.
Like 20 seconds, please.
Yeah, and he already didn't have the best. He was already pretty far behind Ansel, but that's really unfortunate. Definitely need some big mistakes from Anto in the rest of the game for Eek to maybe catch up. But we still have things like Snow, where you Snow miss, each miss is 20 seconds. And then we also have the luncheon, which I'm pretty sure Anto is spiritless. So spiritless could definitely pose a challenge.
Where it looks launching. Either Anto will far in the lead, or
Anto with a pretty good exit. It's like a 29-27. It's definitely still a sub-hour pace. So it would be cool if we can see a sub-hour. I believe we've already seen 3 sub-hours today. So it'll definitely be... Oh no, wait, we've seen 2. Yeah, we've seen 2 sub-hours. So it will be cool to see a third one. So now, as Eek is about to globe to go into snow, Anto is already in snow. So he's just gonna get this Captain Toad Moon and then do the rest inside Shiveria. Pretty decent movement, Captain Toad. And a 30-17 for Eek, so it's about a 50-second difference. 50.5 to be specific. Let's see a save movement from Eek. Good gold fire from both runners.
Anto not doing the early shot, which most likely means ice cold. Anto
Alright,
getting
so
the snow.
getting snow clip. Alright, gonna hit these spinies. Getting the spiny minute too. That'll save about,
A
probably,
second.
I think it's like 0.5. And we'll hopefully see a snow clip from Eek. No, not getting the moon, unfortunately. That's gonna lose him a little bit over Anto. But that's not really a very essential trick. You could do without snow clip very easily. It seems like a very good snow from Anto so far. I haven't really seen any mistakes yet. Very good spiny from Eek as well. So they're basically a story moon apart from each other. As Anto got the Guma moon, Eek got the spiny moon. So, but now Anto is going to get the shot moon and then attempt Snowdrum, hopefully getting it first try.
I wouldn't really doubt Snowdrum first try from these runners.
That's true, but you know, I think it still happened. Obviously, with Door, we did see that ledge clip, which is pretty unfortunate. So we'll see from Anto. I think it looks good. Yep, perfect. That was good. Good snow from Anto. That's a 33:55 exit. 33 exit's really good. Definitely sub-hour pace. And not too far behind is Eek, about to get this shot moon and then gonna attempt Snowdrum like Anto. Alright, doing a pretty safe setup with the first person and everything. But it looks good, yep, nice. Always good to see that. So it's about still about a minute difference, maybe a little less. Oh, Anto, that was a really weird wall jump.
And to delay that a bit there, so about a second.
Grabbing the fish, and then he's just gonna do the rest of the kingdom underwater. Seahead's pretty boring, honestly, because like you do the first 3 moons.
There.
Yeah. You do the first 3 moons as regular Mario, and the rest is just cheap. Just swimming your way through the kingdom.
Lines
It's
can
not
lose a
really
lot
too
of
hard.
time, but otherwise, yeah, it's pretty boring. But next is Luncheon, so calm before
Yeah,
the
Lunction's
storm
gonna be interesting because I think
for Anto.
Anto might do Spiritless in this race, and I don't think Eek will.
Keep missing that last jump. Losing a little bit of time.
Alright, Anto getting fish clip pretty easily. It's a really easy clip, thankfully. There's a lot of room to miss. and getting that out of bounds win as well. If you do happen to clip in after getting that out of bounds win, it loses like 20 seconds. So Anto is still in the lead, but you know, 20 seconds is 20 seconds. So Anto's still having a really strong lead right now, going to lunch in about the final third of the game. Hopefully we'll see some spiritless action going on right now. That'll be pretty interesting.
Spiritless can save like 20 seconds if done well.
I don't know about 20 seconds. I think that's a little much. Maybe 10 because the comp
In a
sub.
race, pretty well.
Yeah, I guess. Because the comp sub before Spiritless, I think it was like 603. And then now it's 551. Oh, Anto falling off after the Salt triple. Doesn't really lose a lot. So now we're gonna see if he's gonna go for it. Yep,
Yeah, it
he's
looks
gonna
like
set
it.
up his triple down.
And gets the Spiritless.
Yep, nice. It's really easy to trigger the cutscene there. You have to go like out of your way to go to the right and then back in so you don't trigger the spirit cutscene. Because once you trigger the spirit,
big. And Antogaming.
because like once you trigger the spirit cutscene, there's no going back. You have to do.
Or you could reload a save file, but
yeah, but
that's more time.
That's literally slower than just doing spirit. Or you can die. True. That's also an option. And yeah, as we expected, EEK just doing regular spirit.
Is Anto going to go for Salt Clip or whatever it's called?
I doubt it. I don't think anybody goes for it. It's a really hard roll cancel clip.
Anto with the bonk there.
Yeah. Bonk into the lava. Yo, Cindy, so this is the part where you say, "Who's Joe?" Alright? And then this is the part where I say Joe Mama because it's a funny joke. And you guys should be laughing right now.
Haha, haha. It's so funny. Wow.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I should be a comedian. Oh no, you're dying. That is not good, Spezzy. When you, your mom. Yeah, EGAB. Yeah. Alright, anyway, the turnips were good on Anto's side. Nothing to mention.
Getting a red
What do you
hat.
mean, Cindy? Isn't this what you want? Isn't this comedy? This is obviously a comedy channel. Plan B comedy. Alright, Anto about to do the block jump. This is a really hard jump. You have to do a triple jump off the very edge, rainbow spin, and then just barely hit the invisible blocks. Anto, it seems like he got it pretty nicely.
It's a very good spiritless launcher.
Oh yeah, for sure.
EEEK
Eek.
bonking.
Okay.
And for the counterclockwise spin throw by Anto. And take a walk around.
Very good cheese from Eek, I'll say. It's probably best cheese RNG. Cheese could be really dumb, that's why you need Spiritless. Obviously you don't have to do cheese because you don't need that story move, but cheese can be really dumb. You could sometimes just hit like every block except the one that you need.
And cheese is not RNG.
It's not necessarily RNG, but it's still pretty dumb.
It's not like Mechawiggler RNG. It's more like Harriet RNG. Where standing in the right spots gives you a good pattern.
Yeah, very good Spiritless launcher. If I do my math right, I think that's a 558, 559.
Anything
So,
sub
yeah.
6 is really good.
Yeah, sub 6 is obviously what you want for Spiritless. And still a very respectable 43-32 exit. So we could potentially see a sub-hour.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to sub-hour for Anto. He's probably on like mid-59 pace.
Yeah.
And then as for Eek honestly keeping a pretty strong lead. I mean, not lead, but strong tail. Only about like 50 seconds behind. Still can definitely get a 1-0. Yeah, I guess while we're in Ruined, I guess it's good to mention the runners. Shout out to the runners. Be sure to follow them for some epic Super Mario Odyssey content. They're pretty fast. And they're pretty hot. JK. And yeah, I guess if you want to follow the commentators, me and Potato Bear. If I'm being honest, I don't really stream a lot, so don't follow me. I think Potato Bear streams more than me.
I stream about once a week.
And if you want, also, you can follow Plan B Esports. They have a bunch of social media links. And I guess we could just say shout out to Plan B for allowing us to stream this on their channel. Very generous. And yeah, obviously for giving the prize pool of 250 euros initially. Yeah, as for this run, this Ruin, nothing special. Ruin is Ruin, you can't really optimize it too much unless your name is Hater. Oh yeah, exclamation mark script. Shout out to the script writers.
Yeah, who are the script writers?
Maybe chat is the script writer. Alright, so Anto already done with Ruin.
They might
Shouldn't be that hard to 59. And Eek just finished the Rune Dragon, as Anto is going to be entering Bowser's. Maybe the real scriptwriters were the friends we made along the way. Agree.
Yeah, if Anto plays like BTT, yeah, 58. Probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, probably not. He's gonna need a god tier BM. I always really like that movement. The art, the roll cancel, cap dive into the triple jump.
Yeah. No dive cap bounce. I forgot what's the name.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's a name for that.
It's a bunch of letters.
Yes, they put all their script writing this versus door.
And so Anto now gonna be doing shards. Shards could definitely be messy sometimes, but you know, when Anto has this big of a lead, you know, not much will change.
Yeah,
Even if he does mess up. Getting the triple jump on top of the roof. And also going to be going for birdless. Getting it, too. That was very good from Anto.
And bonking.
Oh, but unfortunately not. Bonking by diving a little bit too late. Yeah, pretty much Mech is the only thing that's going to decide this race. And Moon, probably. But yeah, with this big of a lead, you know, you're going to need like a really big mistake from Anto and Mech. Oh, Eek, bonking on one of those crates.
Anto could go for too fast of a fast first filler.
No! Eek! Oh man, that's unfortunate.
Can't do that.
That really sucks. Already didn't have the biggest chance, but yeah, that's really sad. Dying on shards without getting the checkpoint. That's not what you want at all.
Die on top of it.
And oh, and not getting the triple jump on the roof. That sucks.
Eek is getting thrown around by these shards.
Yeah, this is really unfortunate. I don't want to say it's over, but like it's gonna be really hard for Eek to come back. He's already probably a minute behind, or over a minute at this point. Probably close to a minute and a half.
Shards. Pretty bad. I don't want to say it's really bad since it's probably better than the first shard. Anto does topper first, foreshadowing.
Kind of weird champ, not gonna lie. Imagine doing topper first. Topper first is like...
Well, it depends on which one you find more difficult to do fast.
Mostly, I find topper more difficult, but I still do parry first. Topper first is like taking out the pickles from a burger. Like, that's weird. Who does that?
It's like ordering a cheese.
If you take out the pickles from a burger, then I don't trust you.
Eek also doing topper first?
Oh no.
Well, then both of the runners
I
are
mean,
gonna fail.
if both runners do it, then it kind of just cancels out at that point.
Both runners.
Topper versus like picking the cheese off a pizza. True. That's a good analogy. Pickles suck. Excuse me. No, I will not. I will not tolerate the pickle slander. Alright, Anto getting the mech now. About to do this climb. It looks good, yeah. That's a really good climb. Not gonna go for top required. Just gonna do the old topper strat.
Oh, is that not top required? It's
No,
top
top
required.
required is when you dive right onto the bubble.
Okay. I'm in first person with the little ones.
It's a strat. Smile.
Yeah, it helps reduce movement patterns, obviously. I
Yep.
can't believe you didn't know that.
Alright, yeah. Getting target acquired. Very good mech. So, not much changed. Unfortunately, still the death from EEEK shorts. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it is going to be close. Anto is going to need to have a pretty good moon to
Yeah,
finish
it's
that
like
out.
basically set in stone at this point.
Yeah.
Alright, so now we're gonna see EEEK getting the mech. Hopefully having just as good of a mech as Anto. And yeah, Anto's still obviously on some power pace because the Bowser's was pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close. Like,
There weren't really a lot of mistakes in his Bowser's at all. Actually, maybe there was, I just didn't see. Yeah. Frick shards. EEEK. Alright, we're gonna see target acquired right now from EEEK. And wow, that barely worked. He was on the like very right side of the bubble.
you're supposed to be speedrunning. That's an ouch. So,
Alright, so now we have Anto into the moon surface. Gonna be doing some clean vectors.
bit right.
Yeah. Stream looks fine on Twitch, but for some reason the screen share was just really laggy.
On Twitch, it was looking a little bad. Well, not as bad.
Alright, the spin pound on the Sphinx. Only gonna be doing 2 wall jump, playing it safe. No shot, Cheese Tiger. No shot.
You like pixels? I mean, I do too. I just like it when there's more of them.
Yeah. I mean, everything we do is on pixels, right?
Yeah.
They just get smaller and smaller. Alright, so now we're gonna be Anthos in Bowser fight. Nothing too hard here. Could miss a fast hat, which loses like 10 seconds. but got the second one.
I have to miss 5 fast hats, which is not awesome. Well, I mean, so yeah, it is.
Wait, what, Will? Is that real? Wait, that's crazy. I thought
What?
broccoli was just a tree. Damn, that's crazy. Cool fact.
Over to the SS Anto.
Yeah, just go for it for like a minute. Actually, more than a minute.
Just go for
Okay.
it. Just go
Eek
for it until
entering
you
the Gaza fight as Anto is going to escape.
Yeah. Yeah.
Broccoli is not a tree. Sad.
It is not a tree, actually.
Damn it.
It should be a tree. I don't know if it should be a tree. But trees are big.
You think it would be a tree? It's shaped like one.
Kind of is a tree, except that instead of branches, it's flowers.
Oh no, Eek missing one
Fast
fast hats. But yeah, it's basically Anto's game now. Unfortunately. Eek couldn't clutch a good late game. And so now all Anto has left is pillars, and it should be a sub-hour for him.
Yeah.
As long as pillars goes well.
Enter would have to really it's about at this point.
Yeah, he needs a minute 09. So
It's
as long as you get early pillars, you're fine.
107 pillars. Yeah.
I don't know if that early pillar hit. I don't think it did.
It might
I
not.
can't hear the stream right now, but I don't think it did. Gonna have to go back for it. Might be
Yeah, based on visual cues from like the center, it didn't hit.
Oh wait, did he? He's not going at it.
I don't. It might have. Yeah. Oh, it did.
Oh, it did. I couldn't hear the stream, so I thought it didn't hit. But yeah, that's a sub-hour for Anthony.
Yeah.
So that is our third sub-hour of the day.
55. Yeah, 59.5.
Yep, GG to Anthony. Get some hype in the chat.
59.45, 59.46. Less than a minute off of PB, which is not something that's going to happen too often. For into DSS a little bit. Looks like a 101.23, 24 from EEEK.
Alright, I'm back. We're gonna have some interviews from Anto and hopefully Eek. Yeah, and Eek will be joining the interviews as well. Welcome, Anto.
Hello.
GG on the run. GG on the sub hour.
Thank you. Yes.
So,
GG's.
so yeah, that was a run. It was a very solid run from you. There weren't really too many big mistakes. How do you feel about it?
Yeah. I lost 20 in luncheon just to like a bunch of small mistakes, and same thing in Bowser's. And I also didn't go for DSS, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Yeah, GG to you, and also Eek. Yeah, that shards is pretty unfortunate. Welcome, Anto.
There were like two really big
GG
mistakes, like
on
the
the run.
death
GG on the sub hour.
in bullet building and the shards death. Like without that, this run would have actually been like pretty good. I think it
So,
might
yeah.
have like if I tied gold on both those splits, I think it would have PB'd. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah,
really
for
close.
sure.
So like overall, like I'm not too mad. It's just like two really bad mistakes that like screwed me over.
How do you feel about it? Yeah, for sure. The bullet building and the shards definitely messed you up. But yeah, two very solid runs from you guys. We're still gonna have one more race after this. It's gonna be Mitch versus Tylo. That should be pretty interesting. Also, speaking of Tylo, apparently Tylo got a 59-52 not recorded.
Yeah, just like 5 minutes ago.
Sources say
That is
insane.
recorded.
So Tylo's definitely not rusty.
That is 23 sub hours.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, apparently he didn't record it, but 59-52. So yeah, Tylo and Mitch should be pretty exciting. I think that's all. If we're ready to close out.
Yes, GG's.
At GG Anto. It was a fun race.
Yeah.